spirit and my flesh. And it feels like dying. The road is narrow, but I keep bringing too much stuff. And it feels like dying. I keep doing what I don't want. And it feels like dying. I feel the splinters on my back, but it feels like trying. But it feels like trying. Just because it's hard doesn't make it bad. Just because it's lonely doesn't mean he doesn't understand. 'Cause he understands.
Hey guys, it's Makai and I'm back with another video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Bestie. Bro, I swear, every time I'm not recording, I miss my camera. That's why I just try to record as much as I can. Y'all, and the gym be hurting. It be hurting. I'm not gonna lie. Especially as a, like, I want to say beginner, but it's worth it. I don't have really no schedule for the gym, so I'm just going with the flow, making sure I'm in there. And then just because you live with somebody, that doesn't mean that you have to stop your productivity and your routines and stuff like that. Like, I learned that last year. Like, you really gotta keep pushing. I feel like I got a new SD card, so like it made me just feel like I have a fresh slate for some reason. And I feel like the new SD card, like, spiritually, I feel like it symbolizes growth, elevation, and kind of like crispier content. Like, if you know me, you know what I'm talking about. So I got a new SD card. I felt like real clean. Like, I feel like the camera is more clear, like, for some reason. I don't know if I'm just making that up, but like the camera just seemed way more crisp. I try my best to keep creating a different life for myself, and I feel like it's been going really good so far. I feel like during like last week, because you know last week was a full moon, I feel like I got a little bit more in tune with myself. So Hey guys, I am currently super tired, but I'm about to paint. I found my paintbrushes that was gifted to me, and then we found this extra yellow one, but these are super cute and they kind of got like gold going through them. So I'm just gonna dip these in water and paint with these. I don't know what I'm painting. I kind of just want to go with the flow because I have a couple things on my mind right now that I kind of want to talk to you guys about without being too annoying. Yesterday I found a new artist, like as I was journaling last night. I found a new artist who, her name is Lena Jade, and I just like her vibe because it's still like Christian music, but still they got like a hint of sad. It's one of those, she's one of those artists that you run through the woods listening to on a summer night, if you ask me. That's how I see it. So I really like her, and I really recommend her music, and I want to try to find some of it that's like non-copyrighted so I can put it behind my videos. But yeah, I love her. She's so, her music is so adorable because, and it's other music like that, like the art, I don't know if this is an artist, but like the artist Them and I, that's what she kind of reminds me of, but like I said, more so Christian, I guess. So it's still positive but soft and flowy. That's what I like. I've had a couple things on my mind, stuff like life, how, and I'm just going to be very vulnerable and honest about life and about how I don't really want to do anything but create and romanticize certain things like journaling and stuff like that, and like something like I'm doing right now. Deep down, that's really all I want to do. And I'm not saying that I can't do that, because I can, but I'm just saying, like, as you grow up, you still have the rest of life ahead of you. And I think a part of me always kind of been afraid of running out of time, or afraid of experiencing burnout, or doing something but not exceeding it. That's kind of always been like one of my fears, even though I say I'm not really scared of anything, but that is one of the things that I worry about. And obviously I worry because of life and how things are operating in life right now, even though I don't pay attention to politics. But I don't know, I just feel like as a human being, it is so much that we put on ourselves to get done, to feel, to think. Like, we are always running like a non-stop vehicle. And even though I'm tapping into the most deepest parts of myself, those like many worries still kind of sit on the surface, because you just never know when things are gonna happen. The things you feel like you deserve anyway. So that's what I've been kind of thinking about. Also, I've also been thinking about YouTube and how much I love recording and doing YouTube, and I realized that I love it so much because I like to be felt. I like things in depth. I like really intimate things, no matter if it's with a friend, partner, or by myself. I like just setting the tone. That's how I've always been. And don't get me wrong, I feel like part of it does come from trauma, but I feel like the other part of it comes from just not being like the world and like others, repeating the same things and doing the same things and things like that. And I think a lot of people are not going to get that until they get to a level with themselves spiritually and wake up and see that everybody is really doing the same thing. But yeah, that's why I love you, because I get to share this experience with others. And also I think it's very, very important to document your life. I feel like it gives you something to hope for and to be grateful for when you look back and see how far you've come. I've been learning a lot about a certain part of myself, and I don't know how to really explain it, so just try to keep up with me. I have the camera. I have been learning a lot about myself, and one of the things that I've been paying attention to is you have to realize how important it is that you are different from other people. Yes, it is people out here like you, but you are different from the people that you used to experience, and it's okay to embody that and be that way. It's also okay to embody the new version of yourself, the confident version, the one who speaks better, listens better, is nicer, all things like that. It is important to embody that part of yourself so you can get better and better and better at it as you evolve in life. If you continue to accommodate to the way people talk, act, or think just to make them feel good or better about themselves, I think you are prolonging your own journey. And you know, just trying to make people feel good, which is okay sometimes, but let's be honest, this world needs a lot of honesty. A lot of honesty. So I have decided to make sure I am embodying who I am now. And I feel like that's something that's not talked about enough. Like, yes, we become new beings. Yes, we go through rebirth, but we have to continue to embody that rebirth too, because it's so easy to go back to the way that you used to talk and do things and stuff like that. But that part of you is no longer aligned with your higher self. So yeah. Something else I learned is when you have been around a person or people for a long time, I feel as though you start not to like them. And it's that's not the right way to put it, because I don't think it's that you necessarily start not to like them, but I feel like as you evolve, you start to dislike the version of yourself that you were when you were with them. You start to come out of alignment with it, so it kind of causes you to look at them kind of like in a grumpy way. But then once you sit back and realize like, oh, you're just kind of detaching from that version of you that you were when you're with them, you kind of, you know, feel back better about things or them. But yeah, it is very important to pay attention to that too, because one of the reasons that we stay in relationships with people is because of the version of ourselves that we are when we are with them, whether we love it or we hate it. It just starts to become a part of us. But then as you grow and evolve and pass people up in a way, you just fall out of alignment with that. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to cut them off every time. Don't get me wrong, some people you do have to cut off, but it doesn't necessarily mean you have to cut them off, especially if you guys are close friends. I think it's about you being confident, as long as that person is not trying to downplay your new way of being or anything. You should embody that and be confident. And if that person falls out of alignment with who you are or who you're becoming, then that's all you need to know right there about that bond. Yeah, so I've been learning that and many more things. I wrote so much last night. I love when I write a lot, just like looking at the pages and stuff. It's very, very calming, and it makes you feel like you have a lot to say. And speaking of having a lot to say, that's another thing that I've been thinking about. Guys, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. You know when you're talking to somebody, right? And you tell them something, and you, like, let's say if you were like, yeah, I went to the gym today. It was very difficult, but I learned so much. And it's not that you want a person, like me, I don't like just spilling a whole bunch to people. Like, I used to do that when I was really close friends with somebody that I'm not close with anymore. But I think kind of like after that bond, I don't really feel safe or comfortable doing that anymore. Like, and if you don't understand what I mean, like, what I mean is, like, you tell somebody something, but you don't tell them everything. Like, again, for example, you go to the gym and you say it was really hard, but you learned so much, but you kind of just leave it there and let them respond, but they, like, don't respond to it in a way, or they respond to another thing you said, but not that thing. I feel like it limits the conversation, and it doesn't help you guys carry the conversation on, because I'm not one of those people that is gonna just blurt out all my business and stuff like that unless you let me know that you are okay with that in a way. And I've been working on that too, because I know a lot of people are just open and they just tell you something, then they tell you the details, and they go on and on and on. But I'm really not like that. And again, I feel like it's because of that last bond that I had in my life kind of changed the way I felt about oversharing. And sometimes that's what it feels like, oversharing. So I've been paying attention to that, and I've been trying not to take it personal, and I've been trying to find a way to bring it up when I'm communicating with people. But it's not so hard, but sometimes it is kind of like you get the ick for confronting things, or saying what you need. But again, it's about embodiment and embodying who you are and what you need, and the right person or people, thing, place, whatever, they're gonna give you that. They're gonna be willing to meet you halfway. So I'm going to take my own advice and give people a chance to meet me halfway before I just cut them off. I've also been, I've been working on a lot, but we can talk about that later because I yapped a lot already. But yes, I'm about to find something to paint on Pinterest, or I'm just going to do something freely. I have this canvas here that I had already drew on. I was trying to like draw a bus, like my little bread bus, but it didn't go right. And then this was a tree, and it was supposed to have books here. So I'm either gonna cover this whole thing with brown or try my best to erase it, but obviously keep the tree because it's there now. I think I'm gonna erase it though, because I don't want to make the whole thing brown. I feel like I'm also trying to get back into painting because I love painting, and I love having like a little canvas. I really love the little ones too. I think I'm gonna get more of the little ones, quick and easy. But I'm having a kind of like a hard time breathing. But yeah, I'm gonna do this and just unwind for the night. Y'all wouldn't believe this, but I'm running out of candles again. So I think either next week or next month, I am going to just get like a lot of candles, because at this time in my life, I need them. I need them bad.